What is going on? I got a special treat for you today. Every once in a while, I like to do these one-off kind of videos, but don't worry, more chess content is coming soon. It's coming soon, but right now we have Advance Wars by Web content. That's right. Did you ever play Advance Wars in middle school? Me too. And it turns out there's this whole ass online Advance Wars competitive community on the website Advance Wars by Web, awbw.amariner.com. And this website is based off the first three games, and then the Days of Ruin is is on Tiny Wars. So that if you like Days of Ruin better, then you can go to that website. But if you haven't played Advance Wars, but you like strategy games like chess and that kind of thing, buckle up because you're in for a treat. Um, I will explain it as best I can. So the first thing you do is you pick your CO, commanding officer. Both of us chose Ichabod Crane, and his normal power gives you, well, he doesn't have a passive power. His normal power that you activate gives you +1 movement, and his superpower gives you +2 movement. So pretty simple, pretty noob trappy and straightforward, always good to use. And the objective of the game is to capture your opponent's headquarters or HQ. Mine is right here, his is right here. I'm the blue player. Um, and also a lot of these maps have capture limits. So if you capture like 2/3 of all the cities or all the properties on the map, then you win the game automatically. So you build units out of these factories, and then you capture cities with infantry, and then you build tanks and you build artillery and you build all this other stuff, and you clash and try to capture their HQ and all of their other properties as well. So let's get right into it. Bam! He builds in. Oop, come on, work. Okay. He builds infantry. I move my infantry and build infantry. So exciting, riveting gameplay. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go after the neutral factory so you can build more units. That is more important than any city. Neutral factory secured. Capturing. So how capturing works is every unit has 10 health, right? Every property has 20 health. So you subtract the property health by your unit's health. So this factory had 20 health. I started capturing it this turn. Now it's down to 10. So next turn I'm gonna get it, unless he can't. There's no way he could possibly like attack me and damage me to like stall it out or whatever. So I'm getting that. And so it's like 2 turns to capture something unless you like shoot him and reduce their health. Okay. So he captures his factory. We're all expanding, trying to get cities, gets territory. So for each city you get 1,000 extra funds, which is in the corner here. So this is G's amount of funds. This is the amount of funds you get every turn. This is the amount of units you have, and this is unit value. Um, and then this is the time we have remaining. It's a daily game. This is my very first. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video. It's my very first game on the Advanced Wars by Web ranked ladder, the Global League. All right, because I just can't enjoy something just for the sake of enjoying it. I have to be competitive with literally everything. It is just in my nature. Okay, so we gotta get that Advance Wars elo up, even though it's like I haven't really played that much Advance Wars, but we gotta get that elo up, all right? That's what's important. So, okay. So, obviously, like at the beginning, like nothing's happening, we're just capturing things. Okay, so this property I'm looking at right now, it's called a comm tower. If you capture it, you get 10% extra attack, which is really good. So if you do like 80% damage to something, then now you do 88, that kind of thing. Um, and then this is an airport. If you capture that, you can build air units. Air units are fun. Um, okay, so we're capturing all of these cities in our little areas, and um, the first like kind of like time I used my brain so far is I go after the comm tower instead of the city. The reason I did that is because he could come up and attack me on the city, and I just that'd probably be really stupid for him to do because then I could probably just have this guy come in and kill him. But I was like, I'm just gonna guaranteed get this calm tower and not worry about like him attacking me yet. And every tile, as you can see in the bottom left corner, has a certain down here has a certain number of defense stars. So like roads and bridges are 0, they're the worst, and then plains are 1, woods are 2, buildings are 3, and mountains are 4, but only infantry can go in mountains. So, okay. So far, this is pretty riveting, right? I mean, I do build a tank. All right, excitement. Finally, some excitement. We got a tank coming in. And he's going to build his own tank on the other side of the board. So, since he has 2 factories over here, and I have one factory over here, this side is going to be his like strong side, right? That's what all the Advanced Wars YouTubers say, because of course I like did my research. But I can't just play games just to enjoy them, but we've been over that. So this is his strong side because he's got more factories. The airport counts as like half a factory. So I have like 1.5 factories. He has 2 factories. Over here he has his one because it's mirrored. He has 1.5 factories. I have 2 factories. So this is my strong side. So I'm gonna like it's easier for me to attack over here because I have more factories. And then the middle like is pretty sparse, and we're actually not gonna see a lot of fights in the middle of this game. Okay. So we continue capturing things and moving up our tanks and stuff. Now, what infantry are good at besides capturing things is basically being meat shields. Because they're basically like the infantry from the Imperial Guard, Astra Militarum from 40k, where they're just armed with flashlights and they literally can't do anything except like just cap objectives and die. That's basically infantry in Advance Wars, alright? Like, we got the Astra, this is like Astra Militarum before the 40k universe like came into existence, right? Before we discovered all the other alien races and chaos demons and stuff. Okay. So I have to build a tank over here to counter his tank over here, and he has to build a tank over here to counter my tank over here, right? Pretty high level thinking right there, right? Pretty high level. I take a shot here. His tank's not catching up to me, so that's a free shot on this guy. He's just a 4, just gonna sit there. Now, every time you start your turn on a allied city, you heal 2 points and you get repaired your fuel and ammo. But fuel and ammo hardly end up mattering. So, okay. So now we're starting to finally engage. Well, first we have to capture some more cities. Okay, he shoots. Bang. He takes the 4 and does 2 damage to this guy. Now he interrupted this, so it's going to take me an extra turn to capture that. He takes a shot there. Now, when I first saw this move, I was like, oh, that's a pretty good move. He's got the city, the 3 defense star city. The only way I can attack him with this tank is from the plains. That's not a favorable engagement for me. We're both down to like 6. That's not a good engagement. But, however, I had just built a helicopter. And the helicopter is going to go in and shoot the tanks because helicopters counter tanks. What counters helicopters? Anti-air, which he built down here. And what counters anti-air? You guessed it. Anti-air, also known as tanks. That was dumb. That wasn't funny. But I'm not editing that out. Okay, so his anti-air is not covering this mountain, which is where my copter is going to attack from, or this mountain. Well, my copter is going to attack from one of those mountains. I forget which one. He's not covering that, which means my copter basically has a free shot. So, okay. First, we must have some riveting gameplay of capturing cities. Bam, takes a shot at the tank. Bam, tank's dead. So, tanks are worth 7,000, okay? And infantry are worth 1,000. So, he did 500 damage to this infantry of value. And then I do 7,000 damage by killing his tank. So, not a good trade for him. Not a good attack by him. He was attacking right into the range of the airport where the copter can kill him. So now I shoot this guy, kill him, and put my tank on this city. So if he wants to attack me, he'd have to come over here and take an unfavorable engagement because defense on cities is stronger than planes, obviously, as I said earlier. I continue capturing this. I guaranteed getting it next turn, so I'll do that. I don't care if he does 2 damage to me. Okay, build another copter. I built a bazooka man. Bazooka dudes, they're called mechs. And they only move 2 spaces, but they're as strong as tanks, and they can capture stuff. So they're not bad. And because I can put the bazooka man on this mountain and have a really good unit. So he starts capturing this. Obviously, this isn't going to go through. I have so many units that can attack him. So, okay. So he is going to move up. He is going to capture his city in the corner. Now, he builds a battle copter. He attacks my tank. Favorable engagement because I'm down to 6, he's 7. That could be a high roll. You can do an extra 7% damage with a high roll. Okay. So, obviously he just moves up. And I'm actually pretty proud of this maneuvering here I do on my turn. Well, first, before any exciting maneuvering, we must have more capturing cities. I move this tank back. I move this tank on this city. So now if he shoots my tank, it's not going to go well for him because I heal 2 back, and then I can easily like revenge kill him on either a road or a plane. So it's good for me, and I use my infantry the way they're supposed to be used, as in meat shields. Look at this line of disposable bodies that I'm just putting in front of my actual valuable units. Put this infantry down here. Okay, and now I build my own anti-air. So now I'm covering this tank with the anti-air, right? So he can't move his copter up and shoot the tank, or else his anti-air one-shots copters. So there's no reason for him to do that. So I kill this guy. I start capturing this city. Obviously, this isn't going to go through. I don't know why I did. I think I just wanted to put something there so he couldn't put anything there. I move my copter out of the way. I'm very scared of his anti-air, and I'm going to bring my copter over here to help out. I had to move my other copter over here. His anti-air is actually covering the airport, so I actually can't build anything there because he'll just use his anti-air to kill it. Okay. His turn. Captures the city. Shoots my infantry. Goes over here. Everyone moves up. Shoots some more infantry. This 7 comes in, hits that infantry. This other tank comes in, hits that infantry. He's dead. Helicopter comes in, knocks me down to a 6. Okay, and then, so I don't understand what is going on in his brain over here. Let's rewind a second. Tanks are worth 7,000. This 7 tank is probably like, I don't know, what's 70% of 7,000? That's 4,900. This is 4,900. This is 7,000. This is 9,000. Okay, so he is going to use like freaking like I don't know, like 17,000. Is my math right? 5,000, 7,000, 12, 9, 19,000, 21,000. Oh, my math is so bad. My math is so bad. This is a good thing about Advanced Wars. You only have to count to 10. So, and he shoots my tank. So he does. So I'm repairing this next turn, so it's going to go to an 8. So he basically did 1,400 damage, plus killing that infantry for 1,000, 2,400 damage. So if I kill this battlecopter, I already win the battle in terms of like just pure value damage, right? 9,000 to 2,400. So, okay, so he does that. Now he puts this 4 on this city to literally just get shot by my wall of infantry and die. I mean, maybe my opponent is King David and he wanted to sleep with this guy's wife, so he's like, all right, I'm gonna put him on the front lines to just die. If you like, you could keep him here and yeah, he might get killed, or you could just literally move him back here to this city, because he could have reached there and then just heal up and then come back when you're ready and fully healthy. Instead, he's just literally putting him there for no reason except to just die. He moves his other infantry up, builds another copter, and now, okay, so as you can see, like the concept of the strong side. He has more units over here, and I have more units over here because that's where we have more factories, right? And also I have to move these copters away from his anti-air. Okay, so first I'm going to kill this guy that he just left, and then I'm going to hit this guy down to a 1. And then I'm going to use my anti-air and one-shot his helicopter. Then I activate my power side slip. The side slip gives me +1 movement, and every time you activate a power, you get 10% extra attack and defense. So I'm able to kill this one tank with a flashlight. Hit that tank. Not the best, but it weakens this tank, which makes life a little easier. I know I'm not getting this, but I do it anyway because YOLO. I shoot that guy. And now I get this. So I figured I can maybe get one of these two. I figure I can maybe get one of them, and he can't really like do a whole lot because every infantry he moves up will just get revenge killed by my infantry. So okay, so I'm gonna speed through the rest of this turn. I don't attack over here because I don't really have anything that can go in. His tank is like guarding everything. So okay, now he activates his side slip. So now he's got his extra movement and extra attack and defense. Moves people up, starts capturing that city, moves the anti-air closer to the copters. Starts like shooting all of my guys. Excuse me. But the problem is he doesn't have enough tank coverage. I have 3 tanks in this area. He has 1. And anti-airs are not good against tanks. Like they'll do like 2 or 3 damage max. But now he builds a big, juicy medium tank. The medium tank can does like 80 to tanks. It like one shots them on roads. And tanks do like 2 to it. So it's really good. The way to counter medium tanks is with your own medium tanks or artillery, which no artillery gets built in this game, or air units. So, okay. So now it's my turn. I continue capturing this, knock that tank down to a 1, so I have to use my 5 to finish it off, and then start shooting here, and now I'm in prime position to try to capture this airport. I'm threatening the airport next turn, and then my anti-air is also threatening whatever, like, air unit he spawns in. I combine my units over here for no reason at all. Okay, I get some shots in, and I basically kill all of his infantry with my tanks and other infantry that were just here. And now I'm successfully moved my battlecopters all the way coast to coast from the left to the right side. But he's got anti-air over there too. What a disappointment. But now I build a bomber to counter his medium tank. So bombers are more expensive than medium tanks, so I don't want to just like trade. But it does counter it. It does counter it. He has to be careful with where he puts his medium tank. He always has to make sure this anti-air is guarding it. And he has to make sure his anti-air doesn't get killed. So he finishes off my infantry, and now he starts moving up, kills this guy, and gets a really good shot on this copter. Knocks it down to a 2. Okay, so he's starting to fight back a little over here, and now he builds a Neo tank. This is stronger than a medium tank and faster, and it's gonna be a big menace. So right now I have not a whole lot of things to counter that Neo tank. First I capture this city, then I kill some of his weakened units, then I activate my power. First of all, I use a bomber to bomb his infantry. I activate my power to kill this guy. Bam, take his airport, and then surround it with meat shields. I sacrifice my 2 to get some damage on his helicopter. Then I use mine to finish it off. And then I surround it with a bunch of infantry and tanks, so the anti-air won't be able to shoot it. Knock that guy down to a 3. Just try to build an impenetrable wall of bodies that he can't get through. And over here I kill a guy. I start taking this city that I know I'm not going to have. I'm just trying to distract him a little bit. Because the real threat's going on down here. Okay, so now I build my own medium tank. And I figured, okay, well, medium tank can kind of do some damage to the Neo tank. And with the copter, I might be able to just, like, weaken it enough for it to be... Kills my anti-air. But he kills a few other units, but he's not able to actually do a whole lot. All he does is kill some infantry and that one anti-air. He builds his own bazooka dudes. But now I get the airport. And now I can build bombers literally right next to his factory. And he is not in good shape. I kill this guy. Kill that guy. Kill this anti-air. Kill this anti-air. And move my medium tank up. And I move my bomber over because I have to keep watch that I don't run into this anti-air, which is going to be a problem. And then I build a medium tank to support this medium tank. And I think between both of the medium tanks, I can knock this Neo tank down to about half. Should he decide to attack. He activates his power. Boom, hits that guy. Kills that guy. Kills that guy. He moves up his guys. Now his medium tank is just going to defend his HQ. One shot's a tank. And then he resigned. Because he's not coming back from this. I got a bonus game for you because this game finished while I was editing. And in this game, I am getting absolutely slogged over here on this side of the board. He's about to literally take all of my cities. He's about to take my comm tower. He's got a nice big fat bomber and a nice big fat medium tank over here. Just absolutely shrekking me on this side of the board. However, this guy didn't watch Ender's Game. And if he did watch Ender's Game, he would know that the enemy's gate is down. And in this case, this is his HQ. All I have to do is capture his HQ to win the game. So after I kill his infantry guarding his HQ, I just hop on it. All right, bam. Now, I'm gonna kind of skip through. Now, I mean, I take a couple shots, but it doesn't matter, and boom, I pop my power because I'm playing as female Jimmy Neutron, and what female Jimmy Neutron's power does is it does 3 damage to every enemy unit that is on a building. Look at all these 7s. This guy goes down to a 7. He's not capturing that comm tower next turn. Bomber goes down to a 7, and then okay, then I end my turn, and he has to spend like a fourth of his entire gold reserve, gold income, repairing all of his units. So now they're all 9s. That's still okay, because he neglected to defend his HQ over here. Just completely neglected it. He didn't like build anything beyond infantry on this side of the board at all. So I mean, what's he gonna do, right? He's gonna first of all he's gonna advance on the side. He's winning on. He builds a rocket, okay? But the thing about the rocket is, where's the range? Oh, there we go. It doesn't even cover the HQ. The rocket does not even cover the HQ. So there's nothing he can do. So after I kill every single enemy unit that could attack this infantry on the HQ, there's no way he can win. I move all of my units away so he can't charge up his superpower, which is the most broken superpower in the game that gives you an extra turn. So, like, no matter what, he has nothing. And, oh, he takes my comm tower. Oh, his rocket chooses us tank. Oh, no. He's not stopping me getting the HQ, and then he resigned. And, you know, this game reminded me of that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake, where they have, like, the little clocks on their arms, and when they run out of that, they die. But you remember the part where he was like, you know, they do the arm wrestles for the time, and it's like when you're doing an arm wrestle, the enemy pays attention to your clock, they forget to watch their own. Like it's some like grand strategy in arm wrestling of like not watching their own arm. I just thought it was really dumb. And you know, except with the exception of the villain, the acting in that movie is horrendous. But um this this game was like that because he was so focused on winning over here that he forgot about his HQ. And that's a victory I didn't deserve, but I'll take it. All right. See you next time.